Hello, we're back at the bunker. Today we have a bit of a job. I don't know if you've seen the last video, but my cam belt snapped on that Capri. So I've got a spare few hours today and I'm going to try and fix it. Hopefully, touch wood, jinxing it, it'll be an easy job. Google has told me the 1600 is a non-interference engine. I hope that's true. So it should be a case of changing the belts. Now, I'll make it sound simple, but hopefully it's a case of just a few nuts and bolts, and every one of them nuts and bolts just come loose. Nice. So yeah, we'll be doing that. So I'm just going to grab my tools and stuff, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I'll see you at the roadside. So I'm hoping I can do this pretty simply, that I don't have to remove any cooling systems, get the cover off, do the alternator belt and stuff, move that out the way, and then hopefully I can get out. So let's do it. Just set you up there. Are you happy there? There's a couple of 10mm bolts on this cover to reveal the offending article. Where shall I put these? One at the bottom. Okay, that is loose. And can I move this Jubilee? Spin it out there. Okay. Have to remember to tighten that up. Cover, and here, as you can see, is my snapped cam belt. It goes down there, around the tensioner, down the bottom. Sorry if my head's in the way, but it has to. Why won't that come out? It's still quite in there. So what I'll do is actually need it to turn the other way down. I can turn the engine that way. I think the car's in gear, so I can't quite get it out. Okay, give me a second. Right, well this is turning into a big ball ache. I'm going to have to get the fan. Oh, bloody hell. I'm going to have to get the fan off in order to give me access. I can get my little spanner on the pulley at the bottom, but I can't get the leverage on it. So I'm going to try to get the fan off. Just give me all this space here to try and heave it off. So I think to get the fan off, I have to take the 4 bolts off here on the water pump, and then there's a big nut, so if I can hold that in place, then I should be able to turn the fan, which will help me get that off and give me more access. So that's what I'm doing now. So there's 4 bolts, they're all very big. There's 10. No. maybe 13s. Yes, 13s. So, it's one loose, two loose, three loose, and four loose. Can I do them by hand? Yeah. So if we get these out the way, get the fan out the way, you give me better leverage. That's the plan, Stan. Sorry if I'm in the way there. One out. I'll pop them behind you. Glorious day today, for it like. Two out. Three out. Four out. That pulley's loose. Noisy bike. Needs in case we're going to put it. It's going to put a shifter on the big behind it. Apparently if I turn the fan anti-clockwise, it should come out. Now, is it anti-clockwise the way I'm facing, or anti-clockwise the other way? Oh, I'm confusing myself now. Watch your fingers. Bloody hell. I'm not having any luck. I don't understand. It feels like it goes loose, then it tightens back up. It goes loose and it tightens back up, but I'm turning it in the same direction. What is it doing? I don't understand what's going on. Why can't I get this off? Ugh. Right, welcome back. It's been 3 million years, but to get to the pulley, to get it off, I've had to take the water pump housing off. I'm sure there was probably an easier way, but I took it off anyway just because it was leaking anyway. So I took that off. I'll put a new seals on that, because I think they're just perished. But now I've got access to, and the pulley's off, which thankfully came off pretty easily, to get the old belt out. How do you get it out? Oh, there we are. There it is. Snapped. Do about 60 miles an hour. Yeah. So we'll get the new one on, which I bought 2 weeks ago. Like I preempted this with top. We'll crack on. So the belt is on. It was a bit fiddly, but there's a few things you have to do before you just shut the belt on. The distributor, you make sure that number 1 cylinder is in the distributor is pointing at number 1. That kind of tells you that that's in the right place. Your camshaft, there's a little, I think they call it the mounted of moon. It's like a little pointy arrow pointing to a dot. That's lined up on the cam, and then yeah, slip the belt on, and that's it on, all tensioned up. So hopefully that'll last a good long time now. We could just give the engine a spin. It might even start. Don't need the water on, just for a little quick turnover. Yeah, just to see if it all works. Let's give it a go. Okay, so I'll show you where I'm at. The first bit of the video must be a bit higgledy-piggledy. A lot was going on, a few hiccups along the way. My parents came, and the little one was a bit unwell, so it was a bit all over the shop, but I'll try and show you what I'm up to now. So it's actually the next day now. So I've got the belt on. I'll show you. So the new belt is on. I've just put the pulley back on at the bottom. So see the yellow mark there lines up to that. So that lines up. The distributor, that's the rotor arm's now pointing at number 1. Number 1 piston. The piston's right at the top. I've took that spark plug out so I can see inside. This is now lined up, so like the mountain and the moon. I've got the belt on, it's tensioned up, so I can start reinstalling the water pump, because I'm not sure if I mentioned, I can't remember what I recorded, to be honest. I just wanted to take the fan off, but I couldn't get it off. So I just thought, well, I'll take the water pump off. It's only 3 bolts, because I had a bit of a weep on it as well anyway, so I've took that off. That's currently on the workbench, and then I can give that a clean up. I've got some gasket paper, I can make some new ones and get that put back on. Put the radiator hoses back on, fill it up and start it up, and hopefully, touch wood, it should start up okay. But to be honest, it wasn't a difficult job. It was just the water pump that got in the way really. We didn't have to take the radiator out. I just took the hoses off, just more access to get that nut down there, because I thought it was going to be a nightmare, but it came off alright, to be fair, so I was quite happy about that. So yeah, I'll start putting things back together, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so water pump is back in. It was a bit fiddly, especially the bottom bolt. I've got a new belt on it. I'll soon hook up to the alternator, and yeah, I can start boxing the rest of it back up. So I'll start doing that now. Set you guys up. Comfortable position. Alright. Put the spark plug back in. Another glorious day, like. Beautiful. Get on there, you bastard. There. Cap back on. Number 1's there, yeah. That's back together, that's on. I can do the belt. What size are them? They 13, 2 13s. Ooh, almost forgot. I need to do them up. Thanks. Okay. I forgot to do tighten the nuts up on the pulley for the water pump. Hand tight. So we've got the new pulley. Yeah. That was a 13, didn't it? Pushing down with a bit of force. I need something to leverage it with, make it a bit tighter. Otherwise it will squeak. Still wants to move. Sort of waiting for this to get tighter, but it doesn't feel like it's going to. But the alternator will move otherwise. We'll see how that goes. If not, I'll give it another go. Oozes. Where's my oozes? Stick a few things. That's back on. That's back on. That's back on. Belt's on. Tell before I put the hoses on. Get me cover back on. I think that's about right, isn't it? About there. What size are these gadgies? They look like 10s. Yeah, 10s. So let's see if I'm like this. Yep. That one's bit. Brilliant. Bottom right. Go over a touch more or something. Ow! Bump my head. Look. Where's this nut for? I would like this nut in. I feel like let's go there, but then we won't reach anything. We'll move you guys around here. Might be a better position, to be fair. Why can't I get this nut to bite onto everything? There's nothing left to bite onto. I don't understand. That's the only place it can go. It doesn't seem right, does it? But that's really annoying. I wouldn't undo it. I want to see where it actually. That is irritating. Very irritating. Yeah. So it goes into that hole there. There, got it. Top tip, do the bottom one first. Ooh, wrong way. Wrong way. Bond way. Right. Right. Cover's on, secured. Just the yours is now. Right, which is which? That one we must have went there. that. Where's my screwdrivers? There's one. Do this one up. Oh, sorry, a bit out of shot. So the top radiator hose is going back on. Hoping the water pump doesn't leak, because I really can't be bothered taking all this off. Right, top one's on, bottom one to go on. So if it's just the camera shaking around a lot, just trying to put that bottom hose back on. Just a lot of wiggling. I feel like it should go further on though. Let me tighten the one off down there. Do. I'm humming a bit of a Al Green. I thought I had a bit more to travel. I'm under there. Push that up. I'm simultaneously trying to do this up. With that heater hose, let's go on there. get them off so you can go on. Yeah. 13 or 10. Must be a 10. Is it a 10? That seems a bit big for a 10, I think. He's on. So what's left to do now is why can't I do that? Just fill it up with water and antifreeze. Get off, you bastard. There we are. Okay. I shall go get what I need. Steady. Well, that's the last of that antifreeze. We'll have to get some water. Okay. Still recording, eh? Still recording. Cool. Well, that didn't sound good. Something was definitely clunking. Right, not good news. Tried cranking the engine and it seems to clunk. Metal on metal clunk. Which I was a bit surprised at, because I've been told that the 1600 Pinto are non-interference. So unless my timings are completely out. So the bottom pulley, the marker marked up, the distributor was pointing at number 1, and the top cam was lined up, no mountain and moon. So if that's wrong, please let me know, because I'm going to do some research now into it and see where it's at. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit deflated now. Me again. I just had a little break because I thought something serious was up with the engine, but I just thought I'll go clear my head. Sat in the garden for a bit in the nice sunshine, and I was just thinking, you know, the cranks lined up, the camshafts lined up, the distributor, could that be the issue? I was pointing it at number 1. I thought I'll just have a look, and when I took the cap off, so the rotor arm was pointing in the number 1 direction, and I forgot there's a notch on the distributor like casing, and it wasn't, the rotor arm wasn't pointing towards that. It was near, but not, you know, on it. So I took the belt off, moved the rotor arm to that notch, put the belt back on, and it runs. So I'll run it again, just, you know, so you can see it as well. But yeah, it sounded sweet, so I'll give it a run for you. There we are, 1000 RPM, oil pressure's up there. There we go. Listen to it purr. I'm so relieved. That's all it was. I was really thinking, is it an inexperienced engine? The valve's knackered. But no, it was good. So I'm going to reattach the alternator belt and put the cover over the main timing belt back on. And it's good. So yeah, hopefully that's all the dramas for this car done, because I'm sick of it. I want to work on that one over there, you know. So yeah, I'll do them. I won't record it because it's just simple jobs. It's only 2 minutes. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hopefully the next instalment won't be something that's gone wrong with the Cabaret again, or something on the Calypso this time. So yeah, see you then.